And as the world calls for a peaceful resolution of the situation on the Korean Peninsula, the only uncertainty is the DPRK itself. And what is its leader thinking? What is the country up to? Our reporter Han Peng decided to try and bring us some of those answers by getting close to the DPRK. And here's his exclusive report from the border with the DPRK.
At a first glance, everything looks tranquil and peaceful on the DPRK border. But a second look told a different story. DPRK helicopters have been spotted dropping paratroopers. We didn't know whether they're for military or civilian use. Locals say they don't normally see these helicopters in the previous days. Question is, are these signs that the DPRK army is preparing for war? Today we have decided to set off on our own to find some clues.
You are now joining me on the edge of China. Across this river is the DPRK territory. What is happening inside the DPRK is still quite a mystery for the rest of the world. So today we try to get as close as we can to the DPRK to find out whether this country is really seriously thinking about a war.
Our plan is to hire a motorboat and approach the DPRK from the Yalu River and try to film some activities on the DPRK side. It might be a dangerous mission and potentially risky, but it's worth it if we can answer some of the unknowns in the entire situation. These DPRK people might look like ordinary people, but in fact, every citizen in the DPRK undergoes military training and can be mobilized in instant notice. The DPRK is believed to have an active army of over 1 million soldiers and 7 million more reserve troops. That's more than the whole of the Soviet Union during the Cold War.
But there, as we can see, there are some DPRK soldiers and some little houses. Locals told us that at night, these houses would all be dark because the DPRK does not have the ability to generate enough electricity. And there, as we can see, a windmill trying very hard to get some electricity for this country.
Electricity is just one thing they're short of. Food is another. People fish in the cold to get something to eat. Locals tell us their DPRK neighbors are most in need of basic food and necessities. Then, suddenly, we encounter a military patrol ship from the DPRK. Moments after filming, the boat driver warned us to leave for fear of being intercepted or even shot at. Normally, these ships are stationed in the harbor, but these days they're regularly out on patrol because the whole DPRK army is on high alert.
So these little houses are for ordinary DPRK people. Locals told us that normally there would be a lot of people on the bank of the river on the DPRK side, but today, these days, the DPRK has been on high alert militarily, and people are not allowed to come out and stand on the bank of the river.
In front of us was an army on high alert. But we've also seen DPRK soldiers playing football, more relaxed than perhaps all its rivals. What is this army really trying to do? We now have more questions than answers. While the world holds its breath, waiting for Kim Jong-un's next move, just how prepared the DPRK is for the next crucial step remains uncertain. Han Peng, CCTV from China-DPRK Border.